3 tiles. Here we go, 2 tiles and that's it. Alright, so that's minimum length. Again, I'm going to try and demonstrate that a few times. GOM is a pretty short map. Look at this, we're already hit minimum length and it's going to be up right here. Here. I'm going to travel there, and we're going to notice that. Come on. And it's there. So I'm just demonstrating that with the thing, because why not? Come on. There we go. So, now we fight GOM. Minimum map length. Something that you really should learn if you're going to be doing this conquest is just what kind of map lengths would you be expecting. Like the town. And I noticed here, for some reason, people tend to skip this right here if you're going for that. It should neglect all the stuff. So that's one of the only ones after a boss that I know of that people skip. Come back here, go to the armory after talking with this dude. This is always a little bit of a hassle, because I want to stand up here, but sometimes they don't all spawn until I run around, and then I mess up, and I gotta vault 3 times, and then sometimes I gotta talk with Leah, and who knows what else happens. Anyway, I'd make too many mistakes there on runs, or save seconds. And once again, everything from here up through ARREAT Crater is actually up through Silver Spire is static, with the one exception of the ARREAT Crater areas. Actually, no, you don't need to talk to him. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm talking too much. I'm thinking 6 maps ahead, 10 maps ahead. So you don't need to talk with him. This is a good tile. The bad tile is if you have to take this, and then you have to go across, and then come up this, and then go that way. There's like steps down there, and there's steps up here. That's the worst tile to hit for a Demon Hunter. But it doesn't really matter if you're a wizard, you just vault past it. You just teleport past it anyway. Going here, the best way to go is actually start going down here, exactly like I'm demonstrating, and that's the other ballista. If I hit it right, and then the trebuchet, hit that, and then the last one should be right up here. So I've hit all the areas. Let me just briefly explain this, because I actually showed you the optimal path before taking it. There can be a ballista spawn here, 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 and here. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's also one other spawn that I tend to just overlook, but I don't know, maybe it's like here or something, I don't know. Anyway, we'll just ignore that. But those are the 6 spawns, and so if you happen to go there, you know, and you don't hit all 3, which you never will hit all 3, there's never more than 2 there maximum, then, you know, hit the trebuchet, and now you're running off here, but you gotta go all the way back, and that wastes too much time. So if you also go up here, and then you're like, oh man, I gotta do the trebuchet, and then I go back down, well, you're also, you know, kind of backtracking in a sense. If you notice, this kind of pathing is backtracking, making an N, as opposed to this is making a Z. And this is more of a zigzag, which is more optimal. So go up here, find this tile, and then go up there. So that's just about optimal. I'm sure there's slight adjustments I can make, and maybe if I don't want to miss anything accidentally, I'll, you know, spend an extra, you know, 3 vaults or something to do that. And if I can vault, there we go. So once again, this tile, this is the one I was talking about. You go down these stairs and then up these stairs. This is the worst map to hit as a Demon Hunter, because it wastes the most time. There's also another one, which is general, it's just annoying. But again, this is all static. You should memorize this. Like that 1 or 2 tile exception. I don't know how that guy can swing that door open so much when he literally dies 3 seconds later because he can't stand up. But aside from lore, let's get back to the game. Siegebreaker, you can vault past Siegebreaker. With the new dual Donetta set, vault deals 800% increased damage. I tend to use, if I do have ballistics, I'll let that work, I'll let the lightning work, I'll just let everything work, and I'll just vault right past this guy and do that. You'll notice I'm being multi-shot. He's got such low health that I can afford to do some really ridiculous strat like that. And now let's talk about some tiling on ARREAT Crater. So already I can see about 4 tiles ahead of this map. People tend to get lost here. What to discuss first? There's a lot of tiles to remember on this map. In general, you'll know that the correct tile always goes up right. That is one thing that you will know with certainty every time you play this map. With that being said, there are a couple of tiles which go up right and then kind of snake down and then go back around and, oh gosh, I don't want to do that. Or there's a couple of tiles that go up left and down left and actually are the correct path to go. So I'll try and see however many I can hit on this run. I'll explain, but I can't explain them all. So this tile is a circle, and once in a while there's something up here, but typically that is the wrong way to go. Minimum map length tells me that upper right can still be correct, so I'm going to incline myself to go that direction. this way. This is the correct way to go, and I will guarantee you right now, 100% chance that I know exactly how the rest of this map will play out. So let me go ahead and show you. Minimum map length is that there's about 5 tiles for Area Crater. This is 1. This is technically 1.5, I guess. This is a big one, so this kind of counts like 2, and then there's the area here, and then the exit there. So it's about 5 to 6 tiles is what you can expect from Area Crater. Area Crater, I believe, can be up to 10 tiles max, somewhere around there. And if it is, then just curse your luck and just, keep going forward. But don't worry too much. Again, if you know your tiles, you're going to be okay. So now let's actually discuss this tile. This tile is some of the weirdest RNG. It goes down this way, and it goes this way, and then has an up path there. And then it goes down here. It tends to be a pylon spawn right there. Goes up a little bit of a center thing, and then goes down there. So that's this tile. If you notice, I tried to draw the kind of contrasting colors, but I did it on the mini-map, as you can see. So that's this tile. This, change color. This is always a dead end 100% of the time. Sometimes, what I was mentioning earlier, is that you could be coming up in this direction, and you can hit this way. And this will actually be the correct way to go. And if that's the case, great. You'll know that this map, because it's so large, technically this is a tile, this is a tile, this is a tile. So you can hit 3 tiles on this one technically grouped tile, this link tile, which can say that meets the minimum length requirement. That is going to be the correct way to go. And so you can actually see a path that goes up right and say, I haven't hit it yet, but I recognize it. And this is the right way to go. And you can actually hit that before you know what's up. And so now let's erase what's here. And you notice I barely even uncovered it, but I know what this tile looks like. And you're going to notice 100% chance. And notice I've already been in this video, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes or so. Still in Act 3, but we'll ignore time requirements. And I'm not going to be redoing this whole thing, but I'm just going to show you this is the correct way to go. Guaranteed 100%. And as you can see, I know what I'm talking about. So, once again, this is all static, so you're going to ignore the static stuff. You're just going to memorize it, get through it fast. There's 2 different RNG maps that you can do. This one goes around to the left, but if there was one to the right, which is not going to spawn, let me actually ignore this. Let me just get it out of the way. That what's going to happen is you're going to find that the tile comes down, opens this way, and then starts curving around. This is version 2. Version 2, you'll find a pool here or a pylon, and you'll go this way. Version 1 is the earlier one, Tower Level 2, which you'll find is it actually goes this way and goes up. And then you'll find that that is actually a dead end. And so with this tile, you notice that if you are on the first section, Tower 1 and 2, you're going to go this way. If you're on basically Tower 3 and 4, which is Tower of the, I think it's Cursed or Doomed or something, then you're actually going to go that way. So I didn't get to show you that map simply because this is the RNG that came up, but if you're first time here, then you'll know to go left. Second time here, you'll know to go down. So what's next is the Moxidea fight, and then Area Crater. So this Moxidea fight is one of 2 versions, I believe. Could be wrong. I think no, it's only 1 version, so I probably should have memorized that and not gone down. Too much stuff in my head. Sorry guys, it's tough to play and talk and explain and think ahead and do all that at the same time, so hopefully you give me a little bit of grace if I mess up 1 or 2 walls. And now you can kind of go ahead here, but if you go too far, you'll miss that 1 succubus on the bottom. There's 3 succubi that's on there. So again, that's just stuff that you can easily memorize. You'll hit it every single run. There's no RNG at all whatsoever. And this... Nope, I haven't hit the tile yet. Maybe it's this tile coming up?